Good afternoon, invited guests, parents, family, and friends of 2332. I am Sergeant Tibbles, and I will be your MC for this afternoon's virtual event. Good afternoon, invited guests, parents, family, and friends of 2332. I am Sergeant Tibbles, and I will be your MC for this afternoon's virtual event. On behalf of the cadets, officers, and support committee, I would like to welcome you to the annual ceremonial review of 2332 Major Holland BC Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps. This afternoon, you will see our main highlights from the year, presentation of awards, remarks by some dignitaries, and then finish with some parting words from our commanding officer, Major Sloan. Once again, welcome to everyone, and we hope you enjoy the event.
Good afternoon, 2332 family. My name is Captain Stephen McNaughton, Training Officer here at 2332 for the 2019-2020 training year. This year, 2332 has been extremely busy. From September all the way up until today, the youth of 2332 have been working very hard to reach ever new heights. Over the next 5 minutes, I'll be taking you through a journey of our condensed year in review, as we begin to highlight some of the great accomplishments of our cadets over all the different activities, competitions, and special events that they have engaged with over the training year. Well, we will pass over most of our local units training in this first part. Please look forward to the highlights from other activities in the second half. Citizenship plays an integral role in the cadet program as a whole, and there's no busier time than October and November for our cadets. For the cadets at 2332, many of them take their free, precious time that they could have used elsewhere and spend that time focusing on supporting our local legions at 593 Bells Corners and 641 Barhaven. Between all the parades and special events, each cadet helps to provide a very valuable service. Some of those many community service initiatives include the Korean Veterans Association dinner at Bells Corners Legion, which occurred on Saturday, October 19th, 2019. On Sunday, October 20th, 2019, they helped out at the Bells Corners Legion to help prepare for the poppy season, sorting out based on area. On October 26th to 27th, November 2nd to 3rd, and November 9 to 10, there were the poppy campaign dates where our cadets helped out at a variety of different locations around town. And then there was the candlelight ceremony on November 5th, the Lily Valentine parade on November 9th for our RCD cadets, and of course, the Remembrance Day parade that took place on November 11th. The only other event that happened later in the year was the Veterans Military Dinner on Sunday, February 23rd, 2020. A lot of that community involvement also takes place for our cadets in a lot of their personal life and in different areas such as soup kitchens and different things around their own communities. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to mention everything our cadets do, but that's just a small sampler of some of the community involvement that occurs here at 2332. In addition to community involvement, teams are also a strong, proud point for 2332, and it all starts in the beginning of the year with the Orienteering team, led by Second Lieutenant Jack. The Orienteering team participated in their competition on October 5th. The next competition directly after Orienteering was the area biathlon competition on January 18th. And that team was coached this year by Captain Lonis. For the area competition, they went out to Nakratuck, and that was only the beginning of their journey, which was highlighted by their experiences at the regional biathlon competition on the 7th to the 9th of February. The people on the team who made it to regionals this year on biathlon were Master Warrant Officer Sardellis, Sergeant Daresh, Master Corporal Morris, Sergeant Aronson, Chief Warrant Officer Lonis, and Sergeant Tibbles, who all did a very good job out at the competition. In particular, we also had Master Warrant Officer O'Malley and Master Warrant Officer Sarabudi, who were essential at helping out at the biathlon competitions, both as a cadet official and as a cadet coach. Chief Warrant Officer Lonis and Sergeant Tibbles, who also placed second in the open female category, led them to the National Cadet Biathlon competition in Val-Cartier as part of Team Ontario. Chief Warrant Officer Lonis also earned herself a bronze medal in the youth female category. Our second open female placed a respectable 10th, and our open male team placed 12th. All of our athletes had outstanding performances that weekend, and they broke a lot of personal records. Bravo Zulu to all of them. The next competition would be February 29th to the 8th of March, and the last competition we had was the Oslo Zone Marksmanship competition. 2332 also had a very good showing with the Marksmanship team at both that event and the 23 Invitational Shoot. While we don't have the opportunity to go over all of these accomplishments in extensive detail, when the full version of the year in review goes live on our social media platforms, so the Facebook page, on Instagram, and on our website, you'll be able to hear much more about all of our amazing teams. We at 2332, Major Holland VC Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps, really hopes this provides you with a succinct overview of just some of the major accomplishments of our cadets.
The cadets have worked very hard and have learned lots and had even more fun in the process. We will highlight the different activities that define this training year and how we've worked to adapt to all of the different events and challenges leading up to now. Personally, this training year has been my most exciting yet. I got to see so many cadets push their limits, whether it was abseiling at an FTX or on regular training nights. We all had a great experience and hope the following video offers you a glimpse of the various activities.
Good afternoon, 2332. Now that we've had a chance to talk about some of the successes of 2332 in the community and at competition, I'd like to switch our focus to some standout training events from this year. For that, we will be beginning with September 21st, which was our Abseil and Leadership Day. Our Abseil and Leadership Day provided an invaluable experience to both our juniors and seniors as we started off the year on a very strong note. While the junior cadets had an opportunity to spend all the day with sports and the Abseil Tower and a limited opportunity to do the confidence course, the senior cadets were faced with some Good afternoon, 2332. Now that we've had a chance to talk about some of the successes of 2332 in the community and at competition, I'd like to switch our focus to some standout training events from this year. For that, we will be beginning with September 21st, which was our Abseil and Leadership Day. Our Abseil and Leadership Day provided an invaluable experience to both our juniors and seniors as we started off the year on a very strong note. While the junior cadets had an opportunity to spend all the day with sports and the Abseil Tower and a limited opportunity to do the confidence course, the senior cadets were faced with some important leadership tasks to help develop their skills for use during the training year and what would have been the Fall FTX from the 15th to the 17th of November. Unfortunately, due to crazy dropping temperatures and a massive amount of snow we were facing at that time of year, we weren't able to conduct the training at that time. But the cadets' growth in skills would have a chance to continue on our winter prepper, which occurred on February 8th. And to help us bridge into the next big activity of the year, this winter prepper focused on giving our juniors a good base knowledge of winter adventure training and our seniors an opportunity to develop their leadership skills in a cold weather environment. Cadets at 2332 prepared themselves for the race at the end of the day by learning all about staying warm in the middle of winter, how to effectively walk around in their snowshoes, among many other essential skills for winter survival. While it was only a day, it helped prepare them for the next major task, Operation Mass Winter. Operation Mass Winter took place February 21st to February 23rd, and as a joint exercise, it brought us together with 2317 30th Field Division Army Cadets, 137 Ashbury Royal Canadian Dragoon Army Cadets, 57 Van Cleek Army Cadet Corps, 2360, and us at 2332. All of the training on this exercise was broken up based on star level, and this allowed each star level to get a tailor-made training environment geared towards their skill level. An extra wrinkle of complication to the whole thing was the mashing together of what would have been covered on the fall exercise with winter training topics. As a member of the support staff, it was truly wonderful seeing everybody adapt to their new environment and the seniors taking lead. Being that flexible in that kind of environment is truly difficult in cold weather, and a major kudos goes out to all of those involved. The next thing we did during the year was the invitational shoot, which was on February 29th. It would only be 1 week after the Winter FTX, but 2332 was able to host other units in the area for some friendly marksmanship competition. This ended up being a great way for the marksmanship team to prepare for their area competition. And their last activity, our last in-person activity, was actually the area competition. After this training day, we were no longer able to meet in person, but there was something brewing in the background. Another idea, a way to keep moving forward. After March 13th, and with no way to continue in-person training, 2332 forged ahead with our remote training plan. Week-to-week themes were built around a live lecture Wednesday, where the cadet participated in online lectures, and on occasion, challenges were put forward to the cadets, including a Vimy Vigil challenge, which was on the 9th of April. For the 9 weeks, we pursued consistent theming, and we focused on these 9 subjects. We looked at fitness and new horizons, citizenship, uniforms and high standards, navigation and new discoveries, navigation field craft and preparedness, marksmanship and focus, navigation-based activities, maintaining fitness from home, and a small focus on history for our final week. In celebration of our 10th week, 2332 held a virtual trivia night through Zoom and Kahoot. Of course, the ultimate highlight of the evening was not the quiz, but being able to hang out with each other at the unit, and also some friends from 2784, Governor General Foot Guards. We had about 20 cadets present, and we would have hoped to have more people, but everybody on the call really did have a lot of fun, so we hope to see more of you out there next time it's hosted. The 2019 to 2020 training year has been a unique one with many challenges that 2332 cadets had to adapt to. And I can definitively say that everyone has certainly gotten stronger by the way that you have faced these challenges. No plan ever survives first contact with any kind of situation, but it's the way you decide to move forward after that first plan doesn't go the way you expect that defines you. From the 2332 training staff, we want all of you to know that we will only get stronger and that you certainly have this year. With all of that said, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I want to pass things along to Sergeant Tibbles to keep the ACR rolling on to the next part of your annual cadet review. Thanks again for your time.
For this training year, we launched a new 4-week course called the Recruit Training and Fast Track Course, or RTFTC. Through the training year, we have new recruits that join 2332. The purpose of the RTFTC is to make sure that each recruit receives all the necessary training to be absolutely prepared to continue on through the cadet program. Recruits learn drill movements, the ranks and structures of the cadet program in Canadian Armed Forces, navigation, leadership, and all about summer training opportunities. I am happy to report that nearly 20 cadets successfully passed the very first Recruit Training and Fast Track course. Congratulations to each and every one of you for all of your efforts.
We will now begin with a presentation of awards. Starting off, we have the Star Level Awards as well as the Top Instructor Award.
Good day, 2332, friends and family. My name is Officer Cadet Watt, and I am this year's Green Star Level Training Officer. Our goal in the Green Star program is to promote good leadership. That is why we want to make sure that our cadets are good followers and good team members first. It is also one of the reasons why we dedicate to teaching first-year cadets the roles and responsibilities of being a cadet. Some other things that we like to do are introduce Canadian Forces-related activities, as well as promote participation. We want to teach teamwork and good citizenship and have young cadets get involved in their communities, as well as encourage cadets to get active and set personal goals. We want to make sure that we set our cadets up for their future cadet career, whatever it be and whatever path they take. All of it gets introduced to them here in the Green Star program. We want them to know what they're good at, what they can improve on, and all of the opportunities that they have open for them. Overall, this cadet stood out among his classmates for possessing all of the qualities of a great team member and a future junior leader. Cadet Muhammad has successfully completed his star level qualification. He has shown initiative among his peers, has held interest and participated in many cadet-related activities. He has shown up on time and prepared for class, and has shown to be a positive influence among his peers. So once again, congratulations to Shafin Muhammad.
Red Star cadets are considered the backbone of the Army Cadet program. And as a Red Star, you learn how to be a peer member, how to lead within a peer setting, and you learn how to apply all the knowledge that you have gained in Green Star and all the knowledge that you have gained in Red Star. You are in between being a junior cadet and a junior leader. It's the first step that helps you to apply all the knowledge that you have learned to apply towards adversity and challenges. And next step from Red Star would be a junior leader. It helps you get to that level with all the experiences that you will be gaining throughout the year. And the top Red Star cadet is Master Corporal Aronson. Congratulations. The next award goes to the top Silver Star. This award is given to the most outstanding work in a junior leaders program, where a cadet learns, takes the next steps from becoming a follower to truly becoming a leader, starting off with 2 IC positions and be putting up in high leadership roles. Also learning proper instruction and learning how to go above and beyond the work of duty, and going through obstacles and truly leading younger cadets to a brighter future. And the award goes to Miss Alyssa Morris.
Thank you, sir. It is a great honor to receive this award, and I hope I become the leader I am from here.
Thank you.
This year was a challenging year for the Gold Star cadets. There were many challenges and new responsibilities. There was a large focus on advancing their leadership skills as well as their instructional techniques. The Gold Stars adapted well to this new challenge. It was a very difficult decision to make with such great candidates. Everyone has demonstrated passion and interest to improving their skills as youth leaders. The candidate for this award went above and beyond the scope of the mandatory training and was involved in all activities offered as well as those outside of the cadet program. Without further ado, I want to present the Top Gold Star Award for 2020 to Sergeant Abigail Tibbles.
Hello, I'm here to present the Master Cadet Award for this year. I'm very excited to be presenting that award, as it represents to have outstanding leadership abilities. The Master Cadet training is about advanced leadership. It is about learning the skill and ability to be a role model, to inspire and motivate your cadets. It is also to be accountable to your commanding officer and the chain of command. Okay? It is to set the example. It is to exemplify the cadet mandate. It is to train your cadet as a team. It is to be technically and tactically proficient through good drill, dress and deportment, also in a field training environment. The recipient this year has demonstrated all those leadership qualities, and through great dedication and commitment is deserving this award. Without further ado, the Master Cadet Award recipient this year is Master One Officer Zarbuti. I would like to say to you, congratulations, and it is well deserved. Well done.
In order to be awarded the Top Instructor Award, a cadet must always be prepared to teach all scheduled classes. They must have a high level of instructional techniques and knowledge of all training levels. The cadet must always have a lesson plan prepared and have a willingness to assist with all aspects of training. The cadet regularly has training aids to support learning and applies different methods of instruction. This year's recipient of the Top Instructor Award has proven to be extremely reliable. Not only was he prepared to instruct all scheduled classes, but he was available at a drop of a hat to pick up for any missed instruction. He took the lead on delivering nearly all of the Corps' drill lessons, and his contribution did not go unnoticed. This year's Top Instructor Award goes to Master Warrant Officer Patel.
Congrats to all our training award recipients. Now we move on to specialty team awards, which include Orienteering, Biathlon, Drill, Marksmanship, and Band.
What is Orienteering? Orienteering is an outdoor racing activity that challenges cadet competitors to use navigation, map skills, and physical fitness to compete in races at various parks and outdoor locations across the region. Orienteering competitions can take many forms, but we most often compete in foot races, where cadets race from point to point as quickly as possible or attempt to reach as many points as possible in a set time limit. The competitive orienteering year begins early in the cadet year. We start to train in September and compete as early as October. What is orienteering? Orienteering is an outdoor racing activity that challenges cadet competitors to use navigation, map skills, and physical fitness to compete in races at various parks and outdoor locations across the region. Orienteering competitions can take many forms, but we most often compete in foot races, where cadets race from point to point as quickly as possible or attempt to reach as many points as possible in a set time limit. The competitive orienteering year begins early in the cadet year. We start to train in September and compete as early as October. Our orienteering team this year carried on the name Pathfinders from the previous year, and we look forward to getting back to the races early in the next training year. I am also very pleased to announce that Sergeant Tibbles will be receiving the award for her dedication and efforts with the orienteering team. Congratulations, Sergeant Tibbles.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Captain Corey Lonis. I'm the coach of this year's biathlon team here at 2332. This year's program started off incredibly strong back in the fall with a fitness training development session that then led into a 28-day challenge, which then led us into our actual training program. This year, our cadets put in countless number of kilometers on roller skis, on the running shoes, doing push-ups, bench dips, sit-ups, strength training, core work, balance work, and we also had to do a fair bit of shooting in there as well. This year's team also put in an incredible performance at the area competition, bringing home 16 medals, then moved on to the regional, provincials, and then even onto the national competition this year. We had an incredible program. We are really looking forward to starting off next year as well and making an even stronger performance. It is my privilege this year to be able to present to you the winner of the Top Biathlete Award for 2020. The award is based on the cadets' attendance, their positive team attitude, leading by example, and how well they represented 2332 at the various levels of competition. For sure, it was a difficult decision this year because there were so many very, very impressive athletes. This year's recipient certainly fulfills that criteria, having medaled at all three of the levels, including several gold medals. This year's recipient, it's also very fitting because it is the last year for this particular biathlete who has had a very impressive career over the last 7 years, having earned countless number of medals at all of those levels as well. It is my privilege and my personal honor to be able to present this year's award to Chief Warrant Officer Abigail Lonis. Excellent work, Abby. Excellent work, 2332. I look forward to next year. Congratulations.
Good day, my name is Officer Cadet Watt, and I am one of 2332's drill team coaches. The Drill Team Award is presented to the cadet who shows continuous interest, as well as dedication, self-improvement, and overall teamwork. While all of the members were deserving of this award, I could only present it to one cadet. So without further ado, congratulations to Master Corporal Gabriel Diaz. This junior cadet has shown that hard work, dedication, and perseverance are all you need to prove yourself an outstanding member of a team. Master Corporal Diaz has demonstrated his understanding of drill, has shown good leadership through assisting others, and has maintained a positive attitude throughout the year. So once again, congratulations to Master Corporal Gabriel Diaz on being this year's recipient of the Drill Team Award.
Good day. I'm Lieutenant Champagne, the 2332 Marksmanship Program Coordinator, and I'm here to announce the winner of the 2019-2020 Marksmanship Award. The recipient of this award has gone above and beyond the regular demands of being a part of the competitive marksmanship program at 2332. This cadet has stood out amongst the rest of the group as having the highest attendance record throughout the season, keeping a positive attitude on and off the range, and having significantly developed their marksmanship abilities this season. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient for the 2332 Marksmanship Award is Sergeant Saif Awad. Sergeant Awad's dedication to the program is commendable, and he has demonstrated tremendous growth as a marksman and a member of the team. Congratulations, Sergeant Awad.
Good afternoon, 2332. Once again, I'm back, and this time I'm here to present the Top Bandsman Award. The Top Bandsman Award is given to someone with a good standing attendance of 80% plus, who's also a very positive band member. They're somebody who leads by example and is willing to teach their skills to others. Not only that, but they represent 2332 well during competitions and practices with other corps, willing to participate for all parades, and have a strong musical knowledge and willingness to improve their skills. For all of these reasons, I'm glad to announce that the recipient for the Top Bandsman Award is Lance Corporal Mackenzie. Congratulations on your grand achievement.
Worked so hard throughout the year to get to those levels, and we hope to see even more of you participating in our optional training opportunities in the coming years. We know that everyone is excited to get back into it to strive for excellence in the next training year. Up next, we have the Top Junior and Top Senior Cadet Awards. These are awarded for exceptional performance overall as a cadet at 2332.
Good afternoon, 2332. It's Captain McNaughton back again. This time I will be presenting the award for the Top Junior Cadet. This award is given to a cadet with an outstanding attendance, 80% and above, positive participation, good drill, dress, and deportment, truly exemplifies the cadet mandate, treats peers and staff with respect, and they participated in a Remembrance Day parade and poppy campaigns. For all of these reasons, the recipient for Top Junior Cadet goes to Corporal Sarah Booty. Congratulations again for this grand achievement.
It is my pleasure to present the 2332 Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps Top Senior Cadet Award. This senior cadet has developed and demonstrated to be an outstanding youth leader. They have shown initiative and responsibility this year. The senior cadet was offered a new opportunity to expand on the current skill set and excel greatly. This senior cadet has shown to work well with officers and has gained the respect of their fellow peers and junior cadets. It is my honor to present the Corps' Top Senior Cadet Award. This award goes to Master Warrant Officer Mohammed Raza. Congratulations, Master Warrant Officer Raza, and Bravo Zulu.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure this afternoon to initially start with a presentation to one of our senior cadets for the Commanding Officers Award, which is given out to a deserving senior cadet every year for high levels of performance in leading and guiding the junior cadets across the Corps. This year, the recipient of the Commanding Officers Leadership Award is Master Warrant Officer Diaz. From time to time, as the commanding officer, it's my privilege to be able to promote cadets to their next rank based on achievements in the training program and their individual performance. At the end of the year, we have a large number of promotions to complete, so we'll take the time to recognize all those cadets who have earned progression onto that next rank. We'll start with promotions to the rank of Lance Corporal. Promoted to the rank of Lance Corporal are Lance Corporal Abadibi A, Adebibi Y, O Osman M, A Osman S, Dagnogo S, Giberson R, Gordon T, Hadi F, Kaiden Y, Mohammed A, Mohammed S, Miriam N, Ndome A, Roy O, Segal S, Samba J, Shaheen G, Shaman M, Wamba D, and Wamba E. All of these cadets have completed the minimum requirements for the Green Star program and have spent at least 4 months here in the Cadet Corps. For those cadets who have been with the Corps longer but have also completed the Green Star program, I'm happy to make promotions to the rank of Corporal. Promoted to the rank of Corporal are Awatagan K, Bantasan A, Buyakan M, Caballero C, Castion G, Ej M, McKay I, Mackenzie G, Mohammed A, Peltier X, Petit T, Saleh, Shawesh K, Stan D, Sterling D. For cadets who've completed the Red Star program, they've now spent 2 years in the Cadet Corps and have been participating for a long time in additional activities outside just regular training. These would include field training exercises and some advanced participation to make sure that they're learning and developing new skills. Promoted to the rank of Master Corporal are Abded Ali I, Adan S, Aronson A, Al Nassar A, Alvarez Labrador S, Asi, Bears Bolanos G, Bauld M, Blasson P, Cardona C, Shawan M, Shamoun A, Diaz Guerrero G, Dunnett N, Farah M, Gotti A, Gotti M, Geraldo L, Hall Z, Hassan Z, Harus M, Jowney H, Makungu C, Nangfak J, Nangfak A, Nangfak P, Omar B, Ravelo Perez S, Saban H, Sanrelu D, Surbudi A, Snasdell Taylor B, Susi Y, Stanzel S, Thornhill N, Watt A, Woyesa H, Zerun P. As our cadets advance through the training program, additional challenges are added. In the Silver Star program, our third-year program for the cadets, we add the requirements to pass a lot of more practical assessments throughout the training year. Cadets who've completed the Silver Star program are now eligible for promotion to the rank of sergeant. Today, promoted to the rank of sergeant are Alan, B, Babour, A, Etemad, M, Forge, D, Hawadl, I, Hayes, I, Ibrahim Boutaba, N, Louis, A, Majumu, N, Morris, A, Neondraga, M, Shaheen, A, Shahir, M, and Utyama Kumar, S. Our final batch of promotions for today are those to the rank of warrant officer. To be promoted to warrant officer, all of our cadets must have finished the 4th year program or the Gold Star program, have passed a leadership practical assessment to make sure that they are now ready to take on greater responsibilities around the Cadet Corps. They must also maintain a high level of physical fitness and have a higher level of attendance in order to be promoted to this rank. Promoted today to the rank of warrant officer are Aronson, A, Awad, S, Bundu Kapku, G, Doresh, Y, Farah, M.A., Hawadl, H, Maju, Zuku, O, Mayao, Y, Shehab Nasir, M, Snazdal Taylor, T, Tibbles, A, Uchilamafor, C. Congratulations to all of those cadets who have been promoted today. For more senior promotions, there are going to be additional opportunities come in the future, and those boards will be sat in the fall. I'd like to thank all of the cadets who have been promoted today for their hard work throughout the training program and for their ongoing performance in making sure the Corps continues to operate and offer a challenging program to new cadets and senior cadets alike. I'd like to now take the opportunity to start off with a very short speech for all of our participants today. The Cadet Corps is a family, and this is an opportunity for our family to gather together and recognize the achievements of the unit, our individual cadets, and those who have stood above the rest in their performance of various training levels, specialty teams, or just overall within the program. To all those who've received awards today, I say congratulations and thank you for all your hard work. But the Cadet program does not operate just with the cadets themselves. This is a team effort, and I really have to take the opportunity to recognize members of that team. The first people I would like to recognize are the chairs of our support committee. This year, I've been blessed to have 2 separate chairs of the support committee for 2332. When I started the year, the chair of the support committee was able to bring me in as a new person to the unit and assist me in making sure that we had a smooth transition as I took over as the commanding officer for the year. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank her for all of her support and in introducing us to our current support committee chair and making sure that he had an easy time of coming in. Now, for my current support committee chair, Martin O'Malley, I'd like to thank him for all of his hard work. He's taken a lot of time and effort in working with a brand new team at the support committee and has always been there whenever I've needed any additional support. So Martin, a deep felt thank you to you for all the support you've given me and to all the dedication you've given to the Cadet Corps over the years. The other big partner we have throughout the program is the Army Cadet League of Canada. Our representative for the Army Cadet League is Mr. Nelson Plamondon. Again, Nelson is a big part of making sure that the Corps operates in the back end, and I'm very happy to have had Mr. Plamondon as my lead liaison and my partner from the Army Cadet League. This has been a great year in working with Nelson and with the team on the support committee, so I'd like to thank them again for all of their support. I'd also like to recognize my staff. There have been a number of officers here that I've known for many years, but I've never had the chance to work with, so it was a privilege to work with all of you this year. I've seen a great amount of development, a great amount of growth from all of the officers in how they've done their jobs and all the extra work that they put in. Many of you don't know this, but most of our staff don't just work on Wednesday nights with the cadets. They spend countless hours on Mondays and Sundays for team practices, additional hours preparing lessons, assisting cadets, and it could be said that they work every day in support of the Cadet Corps. So to the officers, the civilian volunteers, and the civilian instructors that have been working on the staff here at 2332 this year, I'd also like to say a big thank you to you and give you the opportunity to be recognized by your peers and by the supportive family that we here have at 2332. So great work, guys, and thanks again for everything you've done this year. The third part of our great family here are the cadets themselves. And I think you've seen today some of the best cadets in the country. We have a lot of great people, but at the top of the cadet corps have been the sergeant majors. So the cadet sergeant majors, we've actually had 3 this year. Now that is not normal, but as cadets have reached the age of 19 or are taking on additional challenges, they've been moved on into other parts of the program. So I'd like to recognize each of them very briefly. When I arrived, the cadet sergeant major, Scott Plamondon, or chief warrant officer at the time, Plamondon, was very welcoming and very easy to get along with. He introduced me to the cadet corps and he led the cadets very strategically. He set them up for success, and he always made sure that the next level of command team for the cadets themselves was ready to take on new responsibilities. So Scott, thank you very much. For those who don't know, Chief Warrant Officer Plamondon, when he retired, he did apply to the Cadet Instructors Cadre and has recently been sworn back in and is now an officer cadet of the Cadet Instructors Cadre and back working with the Cadet Corps. So his association with the cadet program will continue. Following him was Chief Warrant Officer Darcy Hayden. Now, Chief Warrant Officer Hayden had a good challenge and big shoes to fill after Chief Warrant Officer Plamondon. She had taken the opportunity to continue her education, and during her tenure, she also applied to the Canadian Armed Forces. In January, we were notified that she would be sworn in as an officer cadet with the Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa. So now Officer Cadet Hayden was responsible for bringing us to this point and giving a lot of assistance to our specialty teams. Her history with the Marksmanship program and the Biathlon program really set those teams up for success. And she continued to make sure that the senior cadets were well informed and constantly consulted in making sure that all of their duties were performed on a regular basis and in a timely manner. When she departed the program in January of this year, I had the privilege to put into the position of Sergeant Major Chief Warrant Officer Abigail Lonis. Chief Warrant Officer Lonis has been working with us since January in that role, and before that she joined us in October from another cadet corps because she had just moved into the city of Ottawa. While she continued her education here, she was able to really bring new life and new energy to the biathlon and marksmanship teams, and she's also brought a new perspective to our senior cadets. Chief Warrant Officer Lonis has spent a lot of time working with the senior cadets and the specialty teams across the Corps to make sure that we not only have a successful program, but we are set up for an ongoing and iterative program so that all the good work she has done can be taken over by her successors in the future and will maintain a high level of standards and a high level of performance. So I'd like to thank Chief Warrant Officer Lonis for her service. On a personal note, this has been a very interesting year for all of us. For myself, it was the first time I was coming in just for a 1-year tenure at a cadet corps. In most of my other units, I've been there for anywhere from 3 to 15 years. So seeing a cadet corps for just a short period of time gave me a new perspective on how transition and change is going to impact people all around. What I can say is that the staff, cadets, and all of our supporters have been very receptive to my coming on board for the year and have always given me the support that I need. I'd like to say a very big thank you to our main supporters at the Barrhaven and Bells Corners Legions. They have been instrumental in making sure our Corps continues to be properly funded and are our primary link to the community itself. We were greatly appreciative of their accommodation when we were supporting the Poppy campaign and the opportunities they provided us for actually getting out there into the community and meeting with the people that we actually serve every day. So to my colleagues at the Legions, thank you very much for your ongoing support. And I know that the cadets of 2332 will always have a opportunity for growth and partnership with the Legion. I'd like to take the opportunity right now to pass the mic over to Mr. Nelson Plamondon from the Army Cadet League of Canada to speak very briefly about his experiences this year and make some presentations.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. Commanding Officer Sloan, training staff, volunteers, family, and friends. On behalf of the Army Cadet League, I am pleased to extend congratulations to the exceptional cadets of the 2332 Army Cadet Corps who have completed another year of training, development, and growth. To say it has been a very unusual training year is an understatement, I'm sure you'll agree. Circumstances have called upon our excellent training and volunteer staff and all of you to adapt in ways never experienced nor contemplated. You have shown discipline, dedication, and an ability to adapt to many changes, all of which will prepare you for life's challenges. Today, we congratulate the deserving recipients of the prestigious annual awards for their remarkable accomplishments. A bravo Zulu to all of you, the cadets of 2332 Army Cadet Corps, for your commitment in successfully overcoming the unparalleled complications to the training year, and particularly with the increased challenges in attaining your star-level program objectives. On behalf of myself and the Army Cadet League, I extend to you a most enjoyable summer and, above all, a healthy one. You deserve it. Thank you.
We like to say that the cadet program is always a place of firsts. It's the first time that many of our cadets will be alone overnight out in the field. It's the first time they may be away from home for anywhere from a week to 8 weeks throughout the summer. It's the first time they have to lead cadets, and unfortunately, it's the first time they have to retire from something. Today, we mark the retirement of our current Chief Warrant Officer and Regimental Sergeant Major Abigail Lonis. Chief Warrant Officer Lonis has had an extensive career, starting as an Air Cadet and then going to the Army Cadets under the Amy branch in Creemore, Ontario. She has taken the opportunity to represent Canada. She has been out on regional expeditions, exploring adventurous activities throughout Ontario. She has been on our national rifle team. She has gone to Bisley, England, and competed on behalf of the Canadian Cadet Program. She has also been an individual competitor and winner in biathlon at the area, regional, and national level, and a competitor at the national, regional, and area levels for marksmanship as well. She is the embodiment of what we expect from the best of our cadets. She has had the opportunity to lead. She has had the opportunity to take on additional responsibilities and share what she knows, a skill which she possesses in spades. In my 30 years as an officer in the Canadian Cadet organizations, I've seen few cadets who have done as much and were so willing to give as much back as I've seen in Chief Warrant Officer Lonis. So today, unfortunately, we must say goodbye to Chief Warrant Officer Lonis as she leaves the program having turned the age of 19, but we know she will do great things as she continues her studies at the University of Ottawa in the coming year, and we hope to see her back volunteering with the cadet program at some point in her future when her life permits. With that being said, there is now a vacancy at the top end of the echelon for the senior cadets at 2332. Recently, we conducted a promotion board, and following a file review and the opportunity to have an interview panel done, we have made the decision to promote a new Chief Warrant Officer. Effective today, the Cadet Regimental Sergeant Major and Chief Warrant Officer of 232 Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps will be Chief Warrant Officer Mohammed Raza. I'd like to offer the outgoing RSM and the new RSM the opportunity to say a few words before we finish today. I pass the mic now to Chief Warrant Officer Lonis. It seems that we may have lost Chief Warrant Officer Lonis for the moment. So I'll give the opportunity for your new Regimental Sergeant Major to have a few words. Chief Warrant Officer Raza, congratulations, and the mic is yours.
Hi, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming through here. I'd like to thank you all for staying in tune with cadets. I know this year has been very special and it's quite a unique year. We've never really had anything quite like this, but I'm very glad to see that a lot of people have come out today. I'd like to thank everybody who supported me on my career path so far. I'd like to thank all the officers, all of our supporters, staff, and other cadets who have lifted me up through these times. And I look forward to going through with cadets. I look forward to a new year next year, and I hope things get better. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Master Warrant Officer Raza. I would like to again take the opportunity to ask Cadet Chief Warrant Officer Abigail Lonis to say a few parting words. Chief Warrant Officer Lonis.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, 2332. I just wanted to start out by thanking everyone at the Corps for welcoming me in without any hesitation at the beginning of this training year. Even though the year might have been cut a little bit short, I thoroughly enjoyed the time I spent getting to work with all of you and see so much growth in such a short amount of time. Having personally completed many years in the program and taking full advantage of any and every opportunity that came my way, I'm now able to reflect on the immeasurable amount of skills and experiences that I get to walk away with having completed my time as a cadet. The cadet program has taken me across the country and opened so many opportunities to travel internationally that I will never forget. And these experiences would not have been made possible without the hard work and dedication of the sponsoring committees, parents, and most importantly, the staff members at each Corps that I've had the privilege to be a part of, especially 2332. I have the cadet program to thank for so many amazing, unforgettable life experiences, and I'm so excited for all of you to share similar experiences throughout your remaining time in the program. I may have aged out, but I'm far from being done. I would like to truly thank each and every one of you for making my last year such a memorable one. See you soon, 2332. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Thank you, Chief Warrant Officer Lonis. As a closing point, I'd like to thank two people who have made today really possible. On the back end of today's presentation has been Lieutenant Patrick Champagne, who has been a dedicated member of our staff for many years, and today he's taking on the role of our audio-visual manager. So he's been keeping us on track and making sure everything's working properly. So thank you very much, Lieutenant Champagne. And to Warrant Officer Tibbles, I'd like to thank you for taking on the mantle of the Master of Ceremonies for today's event, and I will turn the microphone back over to you.
Everyone at 2332 would like to thank you for attending our annual review this afternoon. We would like to ask you to stay engaged with our social media accounts for more information on any additional activities that we will be taking part in later this month. And remember, we will only get stronger. Have a great summer, and bravo Zulu to all cadets for completing the 2019-2020 training year. Thank you and have a great evening.